All right, so it's a little bit windy actually right now, but in today's video, I thought we would do our very first flight with the DJI AVATA. Last night, this came in and I got a chance to go ahead and update everything. So I wanted to just fly it. I know it's not the most ideal conditions. It's probably blowing about like 10 or 15 miles an hour, but it's pretty consistent. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing up in the air and just give it a first flight. All right, so obviously DJI made some drastic improvements with the AVATA 2, like making it a little bit wider. We also no longer have that pusher design with the motors. I did not load any of my rates from the previous AVATA to this, so I just want to see how it flies straight out of the box. We're going to fly in ultra wide, and we're going to have Rocksteady 3.0 on, but I should be able to get a good feel for it, whether or not it's better than the previous version. So let's get this up in the air right now. Got the phone connected too, because technically we're in airspace where I'm getting a warning zone. But it should still let me fly. I did a Lance authorization. You're allowed to fly 400 feet here, so there's that. All right, let's fly this in manual. We'll do 20 degrees on tilt, and here we go. Ooh, it's a little bumpy. Speaking of which, there's a plane right there. Like I said, this area here, you're allowed to fly 400 feet. Flies pretty good though. The yaw is much improved. Oh, there's a guy walking there. It feels faster. Really feels faster. Gosh, this feels so much smoother. The bobbles obviously are going to be from the wind, but the Rocksteady 3.0 should pull that out. This is not the most interesting place to be flying. Now, if I pause this right there, just like that, I'm in sport mode now. And if I double tap, I'm gonna be able to go picture in picture, and I can actually see the camera. And if I wanted to, I guess I can keep flying. I can see the drone. So weird. It stops recording when it does that. So right now, oh no, it's still recording. So let me do this. Let me go back out of picture in picture. I'm going to flip it back into manual. You got to line your sticks up. There we go. All right. So I have done no tuning. Let's see how it does with a little acro. Fresh battery. Okay. I mean, Whoops have never been known for being very good acro machines. Feels great. Straight out of the box, it feels amazing. That's pretty good. It's sort of taking me. All right, here we go. And let's go ahead and... Ooh, almost didn't pull out of that one. Okay. So far, it's pretty good. So right now what I wanted to do is just sort of feel the motors to see if the motors were warm, and the motors are cool to the touch. Really nothing to speak of. Got some dust on there from before, but honestly, not bad. Doesn't seem to be hot, seems to be okay. So maybe I'll throw another pack in there, Maybe I'll try to fly over by the power lines to see if it loses any signal or get any breakup. I feel like I was Stevie Wondering like crazy. And Stevie Wondering's when you're like, you know, you get it. All right, let's go fly over this way. It's also harder for me to fly. There's no light leaks too. Man, I love that. There's no light leaks. Whatever they did with the goggles, making it fit to your face a little bit better is really nice. I also like this diopter piece. Love how I can see the diopter in here. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna set my tilt to 25. It is a little windy. Woo, here we go. I gotta make sure I keep my finger away from the tilt. I kept doing that. There we go. All right. Man, I'm way down here now. Starting to get a little breakup up. Starting to see HD loss. Which makes sense. I mean, we are near power line area, right? I mean, it does fly so much smoother though. I wonder if I can just come up through here. That is tripping me out. Wow, that was trippy. It was like those, yeah, that was trippy. It says we're doing 36 miles an hour, which is still, I think it's faster than the old AVATA. Let's see, let's do a little NASCAR action here. Let's see, what is our top speed? 40, 48, 48, 53, 55. We're into the wind now. Let's get with the wind. 58, come on, 60, 60, 60. Great Scott! 62. Woo! 62 and 74% battery. I mean, obviously I was with the wind, but still. 60 miles an hour. I don't think the old AVATA could break 60. I'm gonna have to speed test him now. I mean, I've got my degrees of tilt at like 40. Yeah, I don't know if it could break 60. I think that's an AVATA speed record right there. Now I'm going into the wind. I'm still doing 50 miles an hour into the wind. You can't even drive down these streets at 50 miles an hour, just for context. I'm right now speeding in the residential suburbia. Gosh, I feel like I'm hunching now. Now I want to lean back. I want to lean back a little bit. I want to recline into my Kia. Since we last talked, I picked up a Kia. I still have the Jeep, but man, I'm loving this. I'm almost full stick forward. All right, we're hanging it right. There's that gentleman again. Should I go up to him and see if this is weird? You want me to go up to him and see if he likes my Avata? No. No, we're never going to do that. Ever. Oh, it's going up. We're never going to do that. What the f is wrong with people? Go up to people and see if they like your drone. Stupidest shit I've ever heard. All right, some final first impression thoughts on this first flight. This flies way better than the first generation. I mean, even ripping this thing along at almost 60 miles an hour at one point, it didn't feel any less controllable. And you can see in the beginning of this video, I was trying to induce that whoop stumble that we were getting before, and I wasn't able to achieve it. But this thing could definitely cook 60 miles an hour. I think I broke 61. I'll have to go look back at the DVR. I wasn't really paying attention to it too closely, but holy shit, is this way faster, way more stable than the previous generation. I'm pretty damn happy with it. I may do some little tweaks to it because I do feel like the roll can be a little bit more sensitive. It's definitely tuned for a cinematic flight. So if you're looking for something straight out of the box that flies great and you can get some amazing results with, I think this could definitely do it. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to check out my first impressions video. That'll be a little bit more polished. But if you like these sort of talking head things like this, where I'm flying and talking, that works too. I'll see you in the next one. Stay original.
I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check.
And in case if you were wondering, yes, that gentleman did like the drone. He just came by and he said, man, that thing is fast. I said, yeah. I said, did it bother you? He said, no, it didn't. So I'm assuming he likes it because he didn't say he didn't like it, because that's how you do tests, right? You just assume. All right, stay original.